Hello booktubers, Wendy here. You've reached my channel, Book It with Wendy. Happy to have you here. Welcome back if you're already one of my subscribers, and welcome if you are new here. I am very happy to have you join me. Excuse me, I'm just going to move you over a little bit. Okay. So, today on my channel, I was going to do a tag, but I changed my mind. I am going to do tags on Sundays from now on, but today I read a really special book yesterday actually, and I wanted to share it with you and do a little review on this Sunday because it's a book that touched me very deeply, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm going to do that. I hope everybody is having a nice Sunday. I had a very nice Sunday today. I'm filming on Sunday for Monday, as I always do. The weather was pretty nice in the 50s in Long Island, New York. So hopefully where you are, the weather was nice too. I had a really nice lunch today with one of my very best friends in the whole world, and she knows who she is. If she's watching, she better be watching. We hadn't seen each other in quite a while. We used to work together years back, and just life stuff happens, and we got to finally catch up today, so that was wonderful. Really made my day. I love her, love seeing her, and so that was today. And so I wanted to go over this book review with you guys because it is a book that touched me very deeply, as all his books do. And yes, I am mentioning once again, Mitch Albom, one of my favorite authors in the whole world. I've spoke about him numerous times on this channel. You guys all know how I feel about Mitch Albom, and if you don't, you should. A little side note about Mitch. I feel like I don't think I might. I follow him on Instagram, and I saw yesterday that he is coming out with a new book in the fall. I was so very excited because he hasn't come out with a book in about a year or so. So I was very happy about that. And apparently he's doing his research in Greece. So it's going to take place in Greece, I assume, but I'm very excited about that. And this is even better. I told him how much I loved him on Instagram, and I told him how much I'm looking forward to this book, and he gave me a thumbs up. He gave me a like. So I thought that was awesome. I don't know, it might not be exciting for you, but that just made my day yesterday. I was like, he saw it. So I'm very happy about that. So yeah, so that's a little side note to this book. So this book I read a couple of years ago, a while ago, and I had seen, I think I saw the movie. I want to buy the movie on Amazon because this is a movie with Ellen Burstyn, plays his mom, and oh my God, I'm going to forget his name, but he played Christopher in The Sopranos, and I always forget his name, but I think it's Michael, I forgot it, but he was excellent in the movie. He's an excellent actor, and he played Charlie in this movie. So this book is a very short book. Charlie Bonetto is the main character in this book, and I showed you guys the other day, there's real pictures of his mom and him when he was little. So the premise of the book, takes place, so Charlie is, like I said, the main character of the book. He is very troubled in this book. He is pretty much done with life. He has a failing marriage, a very bad drinking problem, a series of jobs that he's lost, and he's just really down and out. growing up, his dad was not very demonstrative with his affection to him. And, his father told him early on that he's either going to be a mama's boy or a daddy's boy, but he can't be both. So because his father didn't give him the attention his mother did, he always strived for his dad's attention. And the way they connected was through baseball. His father would pitch to him, and as he got older, his father spoke to some scouts who were interested in signing him in minor league ball, signing Charlie up, and his father would try to bargain with them and tell them that he was offered, just kind of like BSing his way through, trying to get him a shot, telling them, the scouts, that he was, wanted with other, baseball leagues that wanted him, that were interested in Charlie. And Charlie was a pretty decent player. But like I said, the only time they really connected was when they played ball. Otherwise, his father and him really didn't have a relationship. Unlike his mother, who was very affectionate and very loving and very nurturing, but he tended to chase after his father's affection and attention all the time because he never showed it. So he's having a really bad series of things that are going on in his life, and he decides that he wants to commit suicide. So he goes to his old town where he grew up, into the old house that he grew up in, and decides to do it there. And while he's there, he hears someone calling his name, and it's his mom. Now, his mom has passed at this point in the book, so he's beyond, startled. He doesn't know what's going on, and she's very flippant, very like, you want breakfast, just acting like nothing ever happened, like she hadn't passed away. So throughout the book, she takes him to a series of houses and tells him that she's going to visit so-and-so. And she visits these women, and she tells him that she is going to prepare them. So she does their hair, she does their makeup, and he's wondering, like, what she's doing, like, what does this mean? And he comes to find out that she's preparing them to die, and that in this book, he learns a lot about his mom. He learns that she became a hairdresser, and she used to clean houses to support them because his father ends up leaving them in the book, and he doesn't come back. So he learns a lot about his mom, and one of these women used to clean their house that is dying, that she comes to her and she does her hair, Charlie's mom, and she gets her prepared for death. And then they go to another woman's house, and they prepare her. So there is a really good twist in the story, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but he really learns a lot about his mother and about why his parents ended up splitting up, because every time he asked, they would never give him a straight answer. So he learns why they did, and it's a really good twist to the end of the story. But besides all that, it's just a very spiritual, really well-written story, as I feel all Mitch Albom's books are. They always have a spiritual element and a little twist in them that you didn't see coming. So this book is no exception to Mitch's other books. But I cried at the end of this book because it was just, it very much hit home, obviously, considering what's been going on with me and what I just experienced. It was actually the perfect read at a perfect time, and it's really a really good story. Like, if I had to rate this, I would give this a 5 out of 5, if not more. I just loved it. And it's a short book. It's only like 200 pages. But what's cute about this book is that he has, throughout this book, times I didn't stand up for my mother. And he tells certain things that happened in his life growing up that he should have stood up for his mother, and he didn't. So this book is mainly about Charlie and his mother's relationship, but it's also about the relationship of him and his father. And he has a sister as well in the book, but it centers around the relationship really between Charlie and his mother, and all the things he didn't know about her. And he feels in the book that very guilty because he feels like he could have spent more time with her, and he should have known her better. And he forgets all the things she used to tell him, and he starts to ask her, now that she's back for a day, he asks her, to tell him stories of things that happened in the family and about his history and things like that, which is, I think everybody wishes they could do. I know I do. So I love the book. Definitely get this book. I mean, you'll finish it in a day, but it is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful book. Yeah, so that is my little review on For One More Day by Mitch Albom. And it did make me reflect on a lot because and again, I don't want to make this about anything sad on my channel every time I'm on here, but I can't help but state, like I said the other day, the obvious. It's such a huge impact on your life when you lose somebody that you love so very much. And I don't think you ever really completely come back from that. I think, it changes you, for sure. But the way he speaks about not having time or having the time and didn't make the time and all the guilt you feel, I think we all feel that. My mom was 89 years old, a very vibrant 89 up until the end. And, we all say, well, what if, what if I would have taken the time? What if when she asked me to come over, I would have come over? And you really can't do that to yourself, although we all do. I'm guilty of it. Afterwards, you think about all the time that you could have spent. But it's just life, it's life. And Charlie realizes that in the book as well. It's life, life gets in the way. Life is life. Life gets lifey, I like to say. And, you just, the bottom line is we always think we have more time, and we don't. And so if anything, when someone that has such a profound effect on your life, like your parents, die, it really helps put things into perspective. And, you don't take life for granted. If you did before, you don't now, because you realize just how precious life is and how short it is. And you don't put things off or say, you know what, I'm going to do this later. I mean, like, you realize that now this is all the time we have is now. So this book really speaks to that as well. So that's it. I just wanted to pass that on. I mean, just my little, my little, I guess you'd say, what my little way of telling how I feel right now, and just helps me to speak about it. Sometimes it puts things in perspective, and it's truly hard for people to understand that have not been here yet. I can't say it enough, but it is something that is life-changing, and it forever ever changes you. So this book, like I said, speaks to that, and it speaks to how precious life is. So if anything, it teaches you that when you go through something like this, and that's what Charlie learned. So pick up the book, and what else do I have for you guys? I think that's it. I will be back again on Friday, if not before. I definitely want to try to squeeze in another day if I can. I'm just gonna go by, just like I'm a mood reader, I'm gonna go by how I feel, because like I said, just bear with me. This continues to be a very tough time. So I'm definitely taking my time with things, and going with how I feel. So Mondays and Fridays for sure, and if I'm able to, I definitely would like to get another day in here eventually. But maybe I'll just pop in. I'll still do my shorts. You guys make sure you look out for those. And that's it. So I rambled enough. Please have the rest of your weekend be wonderful, and get some reading in. If you didn't, try to squeak a little in, even a couple of pages. I know this book was done in a day, so I have more books to read. So I hope everybody is doing well, and I will see you guys